I must say that it's quite exciting but challenging, and at the same time extremely helpful. So it's quite exciting because you get to present about your research to the public, but at the same time it's challenging because you get to compress 80,000 word of thesis into 3 minutes, which means every sentence, every word is extremely important.
Well, it was hard, but it was fun. So it's certainly tricky to try and distill 3 or 4 years of research into just 3 minutes. But it kind of forces you to be creative and to take a step back from your research and to really think about why it's important for the general public and why it's exciting for them. And also how you can make it accessible to them, but also kind of maintaining what's unique about your research, not making it too broad.
The largest challenge was how to, if you like, recalibrate and reverse from the minutiae of what I'm doing in chapter 3, conclusion, to back to the big questions. And it really was a challenge to zoom out and to say, what am I doing? Why am I doing it? And why does it matter? But actually engaging with that challenge I found very helpful in the completion of my thesis, and particularly focusing on things like the introduction and conclusion, which really do have to deal with those questions.
It's given me a lot of confidence in my presenting skills, and also because I put a lot of work into thinking about how I'd present it then. It's given me a framework to be able to actually explain my research to others, so whether that's in the context of a formal talk or just, you know, down at the pub with my friends or my family, it's given me the kind of ability to be able to actually tell people what I'm doing and to hopefully make them think it's exciting.
Well, I've benefited in many ways, but probably the most immediate was that as you do specialise in your thesis and you're getting towards the end, you end up being quite isolated, in the sense that whether or not you're on campus or off campus, and I was off campus, you do tend to be wrapped up with people who study similar things to you, or you go to conferences with people who study the same area as you. And for me, it was really rewarding to reconnect with the wider doctoral community here.
So I must say that it has really benefited some of the outreach activities that I've been doing. In fact, I went on to organize a series of outreach activities back in Nigeria, in some places in Africa, communicating to policymakers, to school students, and the competition really helped in kind of giving me that confidence, as well as in allowing me to know the right words to use in telling people the really complicated aspect of my research.
It was also a lesson in how to present in a very different way, which I think is becoming increasingly necessary for researchers in our current academic environment.
We had a training day initially, and that helped me to kind of get some initial ideas down on paper and gave me some tips on how to prepare. And then it was a matter of just practicing, going back and tweaking what I'd written, practicing again, making my colleagues listen to me, making my family listen to me, just lots of practice.
The doctoral workshop was incredibly useful in terms of not just communicating the facts, but also communicating a story, and how to communicate well with an audience over a very short period of time who perhaps weren't familiar with the facts and figures of what we were doing, but really wanted to engage on a story level.
Yes, I will definitely encourage other PhD students to enter the competition, because for one, it allows them to tell the public about what they've been doing for the past 3-4 years. You know, you want people to know what you're doing. At the same time, it's an opportunity to boost your presentation skills, and who knows, if you end up winning something, you become a minor celebrity. So yeah,
I definitely encourage other PhD students to enter. It was great fun, and it was a really useful thing actually to be able to take a step back from research and think about why it's important, and why other people should be excited about it. And it kind of helped me to step back and look at it with fresh eyes and get really excited about it, even if, you know, things aren't going well in the lab that day or whatever.
It was a really friendly group of people. really interesting research, intellectually stimulating and different. And in terms of completing my thesis, I found the whole exercise in communicating my research clearly and making myself think very widely about what I was doing and where I fitted in incredibly useful.
I went to a conference last week in Florence, an Italian quantum information science conference, where I learned lots of physics and ate lots of nice food and saw lots of beautiful things in Florence.